Hi, I'm back with another journal with me video in my regular size traveler's notebook. And this week I'm using this Christina leather traveler's notebook cover, and I really love this one. It's like a vintage brown leather, and I think she called it red-headed Ronnie, if I'm not mistaken. You can DM her through her Instagram account. I will link everything down below. She does have a Facebook page where she uploads all her the TNs that she have made, the style, the pattern, so you can refer, as well as the letter stock that she have. Okay, let's start my setup process. First, I am going to stamp out this image using this stamp from Raw Market shop. And I think this was the recent release. It's like the film theme. There's a few pattern involved, and also some, what do you call this, I think collage pattern stamps. Yep. But I didn't get the full range, of course. I only got a few that I like. This is one of them, and I'm gonna stamp this image on this vellum or glossing paper using my Stays On jet black ink stamp pad. The first image was not good. I think you will get a better result when you have something, as you can see here, is a failure. You get a better result when you stamp it on something a little bit softer, maybe like on a book. Yeah. So that's why the second round I am going to put it on top of my TN to do this. I mean on top of my insert. And it's better, but I did try to sort of fix it up a little bit more, and it's not too bad actually, the outcome. So I'm just gonna tear this out, and I'm not gonna use the whole length of it. I'm gonna tear it into half. Next, I'm gonna get some paper to form a collage. At this point, I still don't have a very clear theme in my head. I know I wanted to have a vintage theme, but I'm not too sure how I wanted to do that yet, so I just go with the flow. I know I want to use this stamp from Raw Market shop, and here I took out a few of this pre-printed paper that I recently got. So I think I'm gonna just choose one to use as part of my collage. So next I want to use this huge stamp to stamp the letter on this pre-printed paper pad. Because the pre-printed paper is like a ledger or just a regular line notepad, so I wanted to have some wording in it, so I'm gonna use this huge stamp that has wordings on it to create like a used paper on this pre-printed paper pad. And I'm gonna tear it up, of course. It's too big, the paper, and this I'm gonna tear this a bit narrower as well, because it's too big. It's going to go to the next page. And then I got this onion skin paper as well to form part of the collage. And this is another pre-printed paper pad. Again, tear it into half. Next, I think I'm gonna distress it. The first two pieces, which I've stuck it down with my glue, was not distressed. I've forgotten about it, so I'm gonna just distress this one piece. And the distress ink pad is from Tim Holtz, and the color, if I'm not mistaken, is Vintage Photo. And like how I usually do it, I will just distress the side of the paper with the ink pad directly first to get a darker color, and then I'll go in with the blending tool. And here I tore this into half. The other half I'll keep it for my next spread or for my future spread. And this is paper from Origami Factory. I think this was not, they released this not long ago. They have a few color teams. And here I am going to put everything together, I think with my stapler, if I'm not mistaken. So here I want to put down this sticker in the middle of that photo frame. So now I'm gonna just put a few vintage stickers together as well. And before I put that down, I'm gonna stamp down this image on the Origami Factory paper. Ensuring I get all the image on. And next up, I wanted to have this flower pattern stamp image to form part of the layering. These ink pads are from Sachihata. It's not very visible through camera, but if you see it with your own eyes, it's actually quite visible. And here I'm just going to distress the origami paper. I distress the vintage ticket as well. This is actually a genuine vintage ticket, and it looks very vintage, but I still distress it anyway. I'm just deciding whether I want to staple it together, or I want to punch a hole and use this eyelet. And I decided to use eyelet. Now the eyelet plier that you see now, this one, the red handle, was a very cheap eyelet plier that I bought from Shopee. It does do the job, so I do not mind that much. At first I wanted to get the crocodile, is it called? Crocodile from We Are Memory Keepers, but it's way too expensive. It's selling at about 100 over ringgit here, and the eyelet plier that you saw just now was only cost me, I think, 10 ringgit also. Yep. And I just wanted to have an eyelet plier, but of course the We Are Memory Keepers, that one you can punch holes, and I'm not too sure, I think it has a few other functions. Yep, which I do not use, so I think there's no point of me getting that. So I end up getting this Shopee one, and it does quite an amazing job. And here I just tie this Avro string as part of a deco, and I really like the outcome of this. Next, I wanted to use this German measuring tape, vintage paper measuring tape. I have like 5 rolls of it. Well, so now I wanted to use it more to use up my collection, I would say, or my hoard, do you call it hoarding? Yep. Oh, my stash, yes. My stash. So after distressing it, I'm gonna put it down using either it's my glue tape or it's my glue stick. I think it's my glue tape. Yep. Next up, I wanted to use some washi tape, and this is from Classic. Next, this is a sort of like a vintage goodie bag that I got from, I think it's from an IG seller or it's from Shopee. And it has like 400 pieces of vintage goodies in that folder. So I choose one of these label type vintage paper label. It's not a sticker, it's just a regular paper. So I'm gonna stamp down the date and the date. Now sometimes I don't remember where I get the things, because there are a few IG sellers that I frequent quite a lot, and also some Shopee sellers as well, and the things they sold are actually quite similar. So sometimes I got it from this IG seller, sometimes I got it from that Shopee seller, so I really don't keep track is actually who I bought it from. Sometimes it depends on the speed of the seller that they upload into their website or in their Instagram. I guess you can say first come first serve, but it's the other way around. Whoever posted it first, I normally would, if it's something I really like, I normally would get it from the seller that posted it first. So later you posted late, it doesn't mean that I waited for every other seller to post it and then I got the earlier one. It's just that once they posted it, I straight will order from them. But if there are old items that I wanted to buy, I will check the price first. Whoever sold the cheapest, I will of course get it from them. And I would prefer to get it from Shopee, because Shopee normally have this free shipping promotion and some sales too, so yep. Anyway, I'm done with the left page, so now going to the right, I just use the remaining a paper pad that I've stamped some wording on and tear it up a little bit. And now I've taken this is actually a genuine vintage sticker, and I distress it, and this one is from the bag of vintage goodies that I've shown you guys just now. And here I'm gonna put down this girl sticker as part of the collage. I think last but not least, I am going to put down this Tim Holtz wording sticker. I think this is called Small Talk. Again, I love black color one, so I'm gonna put one on this side. Yep. Next, I am gonna use my recent favorite pen, TWSBI, and this has this red color ink, and the ink is from the ATRAMENTIS. The pen and the fountain pen and the ink both are from Pen Gallery, and this I think is called a special edition from TWSBI. It's the white color with rose gold nib. And I'm done. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.